What's going on, y'all? About to check out this video from the More Pegasus channel, and it's about Hasan, and I think he got punked by Sneako. I don't know. Let's check this out. See what's happening.
Welcome back to a series so brotherly, even the GOAT Luigi subscribed. In today's video, streamers Hutch.
I just watched the Super Mario movie for the first time, like yesterday. It was alright. I wasn't mad at it. The new cartoon, it was okay.
And Lonerbox are calling out Hasan for promoting deranged Twitter accounts that harass everyone. They claim he uses them to do his dirty work while he sits in the back like a villain. Asmin responds and brings up the Emiru situation where Hasan fans were harassing her. Rank number 1 Pucklord Sneako is back and he's cooking Hasan. He's rage baiting him by spamming dog yelping noises, reminding him that he shocked his dog.
Go shock your dog! You're a viewbotter!
XQC has responded demanding an AI analysis of Kaya's position.
That's an insane sound button to have. Like, what? Whoa.
On his stream, California Governor Gavin Newsom has done an oopsie and accidentally revealed his racist thoughts on black people. He says he relates to them because of his low SAT score, essentially calling them dumb. Yikes. Hasan is of course defending him because racism is apparently partisan politics now. He ironically acts racist himself, making fun of a black person for daring to disagree with him. Classic. Subscribe or I press the shock button. Please. Let's up those numbers!
So using Sneako's voice is ridiculous on his soundboard. That would be wild. So he uses Sneako's voice.
Now let's begin. Right, so streamer Hutch and Lonerbox are calling out Hasan now for promoting deranged Twitter accounts that harass everybody. Now, you may remember some of these accounts like 37-year-old unemployed reject Gato, disinformation tracker. These other accounts, there was a Hasan's gooning moderator who made up lies about Emiru while thirsting after high schoolers himself. Hasan also routinely platforms Bad Empanada, Noah Samson, all these colossal rejects, and he basically sort of retweets these unhinged lunatics in order to get them to do the dirty work for him. Hutch and Lonerbox talk Hasan's propaganda arm of outsourced harassment, basically online terrorists.
They're basically online terrorists. Like, you know, that's the best. That's the best analogy I can come up with. You know, they will just nuke the fuck out of an entire.
That's intense. That's a hell of a comparison.
Entire community. If the creator who has that community even does like the slightest pushback, they will launch a salvo that could last for like weeks or months or even years. You know, like if you say the wrong thing, like these people, they will never forget a grudge. They will hold that shit against you for the rest of your life. And so, you know, you'll be talking about something completely unrelated.
Oh, those kind of people. Yeah. There's a lot of those out here, for sure.
And then they'll jump in your mentions and start bombarding you with a reference to something you said, usually out of like way out of context from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but why it's all very intentional, right? Like, why else is Hasan retweeting these accounts that are just known for being hateful and obsessive and chronically online and like just like losers, right? Like, why else is he signal boosting those people? Yeah, he's outsourcing it. He outsources the harassment.
They're the saddest, most pathetic people on the internet. Like, it is so sad, so sad. There's probably like a good 2 to 4 dozen accounts who basically just exist as a propaganda arm of Hasan's stream. Like, that's what they do all day, that's what they live for, right?
Because but you realize it's not like a fortnightly or monthly retweet. That's like their life source. You know?
That is what it is. That's a good way of putting it. Yes, that's what it is.
Fucking dopamine injection for the week.
Yeah, bro. That is what it is. A Fortnite leaderboard.
Dude, honestly, I will never understand these people when your life is so unbelievably pathetic that you literally live for a Hasan retweet. That is your sole existence in life. I mean, at that point, you seriously need to reevaluate how you spend your time, like being a fucking Hasan Stan account. And instead of, being like a regular
weird.
Stan account of just like fanboying him, making all these gooner thirst traps on TikTok, that's at least something that other fandoms do as well. But then instead, these people try to maliciously lie about every single one of his haters, right? They say Asmongold killed his own mother. They accuse Ethan of abusing his kids, killing his dogs, call his wife a terrorist. Hasan himself will encouraging doxing and all this shit, all while saying, hey guys, I'm actually the good guy, right? Actually, I'm not doing any of
which is disgusting because Hasan knows he has followers like this and they'll like do the craziest things, and Hasan will empower them to do such. He will push it, right? Or he might dock somebody knowing that these fans would get the information, and in that way he could just wipe his hands up. I didn't do none of this harassing thing. What? That wasn't me. I just shared it to a bunch of my supporters who are known for doing such. That's not my fault.
this. I'm just retweeting all the people doing it. It's just a massive scumbag maneuver and very fitting for Mr. Piker. We got Mr. Demon Time saying, making this post as the lead propaganda arm of Destiny, Ethan, and Asmongold is pretty funny. I mean, this literally makes no sense. How could you be the propaganda arm of 3 different people with 3 different politics and who all hate each other? That just makes no sense. At least pick one if you're going to accuse someone of something. Spot on. This is why these people should never be allowed to have any power in society. Streamers are cowards for not calling out Hasan more for his bullying and harassment. Well, probably because Hasan would bully and harass them. Being a Hasan fan is an immediate disqualification for any opinion you have. You have to register that as a disability. I'm sorry. You need to put that on your job application so people can know not to hire you, that you're mentally regarded. So Asmongold responds and he brings up the whole Emiru situation. Quick recap, Hasan orbiters and some deranged Twitter users were trying to cancel Emiru for refusing to speak out on politics, despite being a gaming streamer who does like cosplay.
They're basically online terrorists. Like
They are.
That's the best. That's the best.
No, these people are. They absolutely are. And I'm glad that people are now collectively standing up against it. I think that like the crash out over Emiru not talking about ICE was kind of a turning point for a lot of people, where a lot of people saw that and they were like, this is fucking retarded. Like, why are these people acting this way? And now I think that that type of behavior in that community is much more hated. And I think that, again, I think they deserve even more hate. They deserve way more hate. And anybody that eggs it on, I think they also deserve hate. And the only way that you can put up with these people is if you push back against them. And it's unfortunate that other creators don't want to speak up against it. I think that they should.
They will never forget a.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. And there's a lot of people that's afraid to speak up against it because they don't want that type of hate and the false allegations and all types of nastiness and disgusting campaigns to go after them. They don't want that type of energy. So they will see it being done to someone else and quietly watch. They will dip off into the bushes like Homer Simpson and just back out the way and just let it happen. So yeah, we do need more people to call out these nasty, just foul people.
Grudge.
No, they won't.
They will hold that shit against you for the rest of your life. And so, you'll be talking about something completely unrelated and then they'll jump in your mentions.
Yeah, they'll attack you again. And that's why you can never let your guard down with those people. You have to always be aggressive at them.
Hateful and obsessive and chronic.
Because he wants to enable them so they can attack people that he disagrees with. That's the reason why he doesn't.
Online. And
like a lot of those people are just insane, radical psychos. And I'm glad to see like more people in the community that are starting to call it out and say like, hey, listen, these people are fucking deranged. Like, why is anybody even talking about them at all? And I hope that it continues. I do. I hope it continues. And I hope that more people keep calling it out. And
they're so foul. And he weaponized them too. That's the real crazy part. He like blatantly will weaponize his community. It's pretty foul.
Holding these people accountable.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with a lot of these tweets is they literally just make up shit. Just the other month, there was an account who accused Asmon of being a PDF file because he interacted with a girl who wasn't even underage, by the way. That was just completely fabricated. They lied about her age. And that situation actually escalated. Asmon is apparently suing this person, so unlucky them. But you can't really sue everybody who makes a tweet about you, right? That's lying about you. And Hasan sort of uses this to his advantage. He just deploys like 20 different accounts that constantly glaze him and just lie about his ops in 20 different ways. And then these tweets always go viral, right? Because either they get botted or people just want to hear something bad about their like political ops, right? So if you're a radical far lefty terrorist supporter or a Hasan fan and you see a tweet calling Asmon a PDF file, you're just gonna like it. You're not really gonna check, are you? Are you gonna do the fucking background research to check if he's actually a PDF file? Nope. I love Hasan. I hate this guy. Crazy. So I'm clicking like, I'm clicking retweet. And essentially,
it's disgusting. That's really how it goes. It's really like just because they don't like you, they will automatically just ride with whatever foul, disgusting things get said about you. They need proof to see it? Nope. They don't need to see no proof. They don't need to see no proof to put nasty allegations on you to try to destroy your name and livelihood. Why would they need that? They don't like you.
Results in this degenerate platform filled with a bunch of lunatics, right? And I feel like the Emiru situation genuinely did make a lot of people realize that these people are crazy. They will harass anyone. You don't even have to be political. They will just harass you, even if you're neutral, because neutral means you're supporting Nazis. That's just how it works, right? Before Hasan tries to deny this, remember this gem of a clip.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no,
for the record.
I'm not calling it
propaganda.
Thank you, Hasan, for pointing that out. Thank you for reminding us that you are actually a propagandist. Wow. What the actual fuck is this, bro? Oh my god. People don't hate Hasan enough. I think they do.
That's Smeagol. My precious. My precious.
No, I think they do at this point. Moving on to Ultimate Pucklord, Sneako, and he's responding to Hasan. Now recap, last time a new channel popped up on Twitch with 200k viewers right at the top, and it was apparently some supposedly British viewbotters. Apparently a lot of people think they're not British. I don't know, they sounded weird. And basically they had some interesting takes where they hated Hasan, calling him a terrorist, and they also hated Asmongold. And they basically made up lies about him, saying that he missed his $50,000 monthly Viewbot payment, and that's why they're exposing him. Obviously provided no proof for this at all, and they could not drop his viewership below 50k.
Asmon has been paying us, and the invoices are behind us.
We're not advertising our butts.
You are a terrorist.
Yes, bro.
We're not advertising. This is not for sale. You're a moron, and you're a terrorist. You should get deported.
But they did happen to glaze Sneako and H3H3. So Sneako is very happy at this. So he responded. Sneako calls out Hasan for trying to ruin his career. Okay, I won't deny Hasan probably wants to ruin your career, but also I feel like you did that yourself. All right, like you just went around going, "I love cuties," buddy. That's on you, okay?
Sneako, but says I'm a terrorist is a very fast.
Okay, so look at Hasan trying to rat me out here. Say that I love Sneako, but Hasan's a terrorist. Don't try to throw me. You tried to throw me under the Nazi bus for a year. Now you're gonna try to throw me under the terrorist bus? Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. All I say about you is that your content sucks. You're boring. Yeah, I know it's low. You can't hear it, bro. Like, dude, he has spent years trying to call me a Nazi, and now he's trying to call me a terrorist.
This guy is a retard. This guy,
dude. Exactly. These exposers know. Hasan, he's been trying to ruin my career for years, right? It was popular to call me a Nazi, and now it's popular. Like now he's trying to call me a terrorist the same way they call him.
Sneako, shout out Sneako. Sneako. We love Sneako. Sneako's the realest one. Sneako has never paid for Viewbots.
Sneako didn't fall for the Viewbots.
Yes. Shout out Sneako.
He's so mad. He's getting... Oh my god, on his stream.
Hey guys, look, it's my favorite show. Two regods fighting. Absolutely.
looking like bum fights.
Lovely. On at 5 every time. See, I never know what to do in these situations when there's two colossal morons on my screen. Which one do I even make fun of? Truly a hardest predicament only here on the Legendary series. You know what? Let's just do both. Sneako, literally last video, you were simping for SA superstar Nina Lynn. Absolute rock bottom. You were pretending you're in a threesome when she rubbed the fucking camera, dog. You absolute degenerate gooner cucklord. Not
Is that what happened? I must have missed that episode. That sounds crazy. And Nina is mid. Like you know what, I ain't even gonna say nothing more than that. Let's just say if she goes swimming, she gonna come out looking like a different person. There's gonna be like a whole like circumference of makeup left behind.
to mention, you were also saying you should talk to women like you talk to kids, like you talk to your little cousins. Bro's teaching his audience literal pedo riz.
If you want to riz women properly, you got to talk to them the same way you would talk to a kid. That's a fact. A 25-year-old woman, you got to tease her like you would, like when you're playing with your little cousins and you're teasing them. Yeah. Ooh, that was weird. Ugh.
Like just from that, he has no room to talk about.
That shit sounded great. Nah, Sneako, that sounded nuts.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Yeah, nah, Sneako is different. Sneako is different. Nah, rewind that back. There's no way he said that. That's not real.
Bro's teaching his audience literal pedo riz.
If you want to riz women properly, you got to talk to them the same way you would talk to a kid. That's a fact. A 25-year-old woman, you got to tease her like you would, like when you're playing with your little cousins and you're teasing them. Ooh, that was weird. Ugh.
Like just from that, he has no room to talk about anything. All right.
I'm over here doing the James Franco meme, nigga. Like, I'm giving him the Denzel Washington confused look. Like, how's this nigga doing? That was crazy. That's a wild statement. I ain't gonna front. That's a wild, nasty statement. That's crazy.
Hasan, well, you know, I'm gonna skip this one. We have plenty of material for that.
I don't know what he could have meant by that.
Okay, well, we'll get to it. But for now, I'll just let Sneako do it. So I don't know where the sound is coming from, but apparently Sneako has a bunch of dog yelps he's playing. I don't know if it's from his YouTube video or he attached it to a soundboard. And I don't know if one of these is actually Kaya's voice. That would be diabolical if he actually recorded Kaya yelping.
They aren't showing receipts. Might be attention seekers or blackmailing. We'll find out if they're lying or not if they say I viewbot.
Chat, what are the names? What are the names? Shut up, viewbotter. Go shock your dog. Look at Kaya right there. Kaya heard Sneako's name. Is that my new master? Master Sneako, save me. Free Kaya. Free Kaya. We need to. It's okay, Kaya. We're going to build an underground railroad beneath Hasan's mansion. We'll get you free.
These guys.
Yeah, they're showing no documents at all, so I don't know how to.
You bot.
I don't know how to judge the.
You're a viewbotter. You're a viewbotter! You're a viewbotter! Ah!
They're not.
Ah! Go shock your dog! You're a viewbotter!
Okay, not gonna lie, that's a rare Sneako W right there. Okay, that's how everybody should react anytime Hasan tries to say anything. Just point and laugh. Point and laugh at the dog shocker animal abuser. Also, I'm not the debunker here, so I wouldn't know, but I would say that it's probably not Kaya, considering he.
I'm not a fan of the sound. I'm not really digging that. Not really too fond of it.
He has multiple samples there. Maybe one of them was Kaya. I don't really want to rewatch the clip and compare the yelps. I feel like that's some fucking sociopath behavior. I don't want to make Kaya relive through that trauma, obviously. If even one of those yelps is Kaya, that is dastardly behavior. In fact, I don't know if that's like a sociopathic thing to do, but like attaching the dog yelp to your soundboard, that would be the perfect counter to Hasan anytime he fucking spams his fa. shitty ass soundboard, you know?
Yeah, I'm sub-mogging him pretty hard as the alpha Chad that I am. And hair mogging him. And also shower maxing.
Oh, okay. No, we get the point. That was weird.
To Sneako. Shock, shock, shock. The legendary Gucci Mark song. Hasan calls liberals Nazis. He's an idiot. Yeah, I mean, anyone he doesn't like is a Nazi, bro. At this point, Hasan just has a crush on Sneako. No. We all know he's one true love. Heartwarming. The worst people you know are all fighting. Why are these
He love Asmongold. That's his boo-boo.
two Nazis fighting seems counterproductive from their point of view. They should actually just unite, right? Sneako himself said, I agree with Hasan on a few opinions, right? Particularly about Jews, obviously. They both have gone to the far left, far right extreme and somehow met in the middle regarding their opinions on a certain group of people. I don't like Sneako, but this is so real for him. I'm a root for him if this beef goes further. Honestly, I don't know if I could choose a side between them. They're both like absolute degenerates. So it's like, anyways, here we have the extended Viewbotters clip. The alleged botters of Twitch went live with over 200k viewers. They went back and forth with Piker.
Yes, shout out Sneako. Yes, shout out Sneako. Sneako never view bots. He's an honest man.
Shout out Sneako and shout out H3.
Look at this guy. So what? I can't like Sneako, but what? You're a retard, bro. What is wrong with this guy? Is a retard. This guy is an absolute moron. Absolute moron who can't make his own opinions that don't even make sense. Shout out Sneako.
You talking about Hasan? Yeah, he going off on him. This is crazy that Twitch actually allowed this stream to happen, though.
But you're a terrorist. You're a fucking threat to American society. You're a danger. This guy is a danger to fucking American society. This guy
he's talking about he's reading shit out of a chat from a fucking retard who has no clue what he's talking about.
Absolute moron. This guy is literally a Houthi lover. This guy loves the Houthis.
Nobody in his chat knows anything about fucking Viewbots. They're all retarded. You're triggering because you're a triggering person, bro. You shock your dog. You fucking hate America. You're a fucking terrorist. You platform terrorism. You're shocking. You're a horrifying person, bro.
You're an animal abuser. You're an animal abuser. That's the difference between you and Sneako, right? That's why there's a triggering effect, okay? Sneako doesn't viewbot, and he's a nice guy. He doesn't abuse dogs. He doesn't abuse dogs.
You spread Chinese and
I don't know Sneako personally. I can't speak to if he's a nice guy or not. I can't speak on all that. But yeah, I haven't seen him shock his dog. I know that. That's something I haven't seen. And this guy got the nerve to have One Piece stuff in his background. If Luffy seen you do that, he would have went crazy, nigga. Luffy would have snapped.
And terrorist propaganda, you abuse your dog. You're a fucking awful person.
How much money have you taken in from the Chinese, Hasan? You sick.
Damn.
You should be banned from Twitch. If I get banned
like those Republicans, you're just like those Republicans, like Tim Pool and them, who is getting paid by Russia, except you're getting paid by China. You're just like them.
They're confused because we said we love Israel, but we love Sneako, we hate Hasan, so they're so confused. They are so confused on what we stand on. They're both awful. How about that? They're just both awful, guys.
Well, they definitely did say some true things. Hasan does, in fact, shock his dog. Other things maybe not so true. Pretty unhinged group of people there, but they sort of got the spirit. Although being Sneako fans is definitely an interesting take. But I just love how Twitch really watched the shit go down and went, we can't really do anything about it. Someone is hijacking our entire platform and showing that views literally don't
smoke. Gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, I definitely think that was insane that Twitch just allowed that. Twitch just let that rock. You'd have thought that was a female streamer going on there. Maybe that's what they identified as when they made the account.
Matter, and it's completely fabricated, essentially making all the sponsors useless as well, and essentially exposing to them that, hey, there's no point paying these streamers because half their views can be completely inflated and you would have no way of knowing, because it's too hard to tell the difference between a 10k chat and a 20k chat because they're still going to move at like the same speed or whatever. So yeah, once again, just a really competent platform. I guess as long as the world keeps spinning, Dan Clancy will keep gooning. It's like Newton's fourth law, that I just invented now. Pure responded, why would they add bots to prove this? Wouldn't it be more effective to remove the bots, create his view count to 20,000 and prove it was in inflated. That's the thing. They literally could not. And Hasan literally had a massive crash out going, why can't you bring Asmon's viewers below 50K? You're truly not the botters. Then Asmon must have paid his botters again because he didn't lose a single viewer between the supposed botters making the ridiculous claims in the streams that came after. Well, he did lose viewers, but he lost the ones that he just gained. So like he got up to 100K viewers that were obviously bots by these people, and then they took away those bots. But then they didn't affect the actual viewership, right? Right. Speaking of the unhinged psychopath Hasan fan accounts, we got the Gato guy. So Sneako, XQC, and H3H3 are still paying them. Yeah. Okay. So that's what you got from it. They also called Hasan a terrorist, right? So you pick and choose. You really just pick and choose, right? That, okay, these people are botters. These people are not. Okay. Asmon's botters selling him out, Lamau. Justice, sir. I mean, I don't know how you can be this fucking stupid at this point. Like you really have to have like selectively turned your brain off. You really have to be extremely biased to come to these conclusions. Looking at the views his live stream gets, it's easy to see that he uses bots to inflate his live average, just like other members of OTK. Even if that is true, this situation did not prove it, right? Because it did not drop below the usual count. And also, my opinion is that both Hasan and Asmongold are not paying for bots themselves. They both do get botted, but it's by other people. Right, so actually...
I do agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I do think that if they are getting botted, it's by other people that's not connected to them necessarily.
He responds to the situation, explains why Hasan would theoretically want to collab with the Twitch botters. Also asks where Kaya's at.
Like, this guy is a moron. This guy is a moron. You cannot take...
If Hasan wants to sit there and listen to the stream for like 30 minutes, tell him to join a call.
Over and over again.
Yeah, join a VC, Hasan.
Yo. These are the only guys that have the power to talk to Hasan because they have viewbots. If they could butt the channel and ask Hasan for a collab, and he will because Hasan only collabs with people that have more views than him. So if anybody can do it, it's them. I mean, I almost root for them. I mean, come on.
Listen,
That's dead ass though. Hasan only respect numbers. If you get numbers, he'll hop on there with you quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Can we get an AI to scan how often the dog was on the spot before the incident and after?
Not even an hour in a job.
Chat, can we just have an AI scan the camera
Cow for the 3 pizzas
and scan the spot over here and see how much the dog was on the camera? Guys, it's going to be a dramatic drop.
How many months
dogs. He doesn't abuse dogs.
Big fan of you.
Cringe.
77 months in the jungle.
He knows it. He knows he's zapped. He knows the dog is zapped, right? And makes a joke out of it in a way that's like, oh guys, it's so ironic that I never did this, that I'm actually doing it. Like, really, dude, how old are you? Like, how old are you? Like, bro, it's like the type of shit that a child does. Like, some fucking 12-year-old because he's mad that you caught him, like fucking, like getting candy. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get candy. Like, how are you? What the fuck is that?
From the fridge to the TV, Kaya will be free. One day, she will be free from the evil grasp of Sir Diddles III.
I be barely understanding XQC, but he be cooking sometimes.
No more shot color, only dog treats. One day, we can all dream. Moving on to Asmon responding to Hasan, crying about his real viewership. And you can see how much Hasan totally doesn't care, right?
Most likely at 26,000 somewhere along those lines. And if we're going real viewership to real viewership, he's not actually, he doesn't have a higher real viewership than I do.
Good, then let's stop hearing about it. Okay, great. You're actually the #1 streamer. Everybody's actually watching you secretly, and everybody that watches me isn't real. Okay, great. Now, can we finally move past this now? I mean, yeah, okay, great. Thank God. Now we finally have, is this the cope that we can go with so we can move on?
Wait, no, I'm not at fucking 20K.
I'm not at 20K. I'm not at 20K.
No,
oh
I'm
my
at
God.
30 to 40K.
I'm at 30K.
Okay,
30 to 40K. No. Jesus, I have never seen a person be so openly insecure. You're wrong. No, I have more. No, I have more viewers.
Oh my God, bro. My dick is bigger than yours. I have more viewers than you. God, what a fucking loser. 35 years old, by the way. You know, just judging by the way he sort of reacts to any changes in viewership, you can infer from that the way he treats other people as well, right? Other content creators, he only sees people with above like 10K viewers as human. Anybody below that, he will treat like complete trash, right? And that's why he doesn't even value his like orbiters who literally glaze him all the time, defend him all the time, and he can't even spare them fucking $500, which is literally chump change to him, in order to, I don't know, pay for Frogan's wrist or something. I don't know. Hasan probably sees like normies, you know, who are not in content creation or anything, who work regular jobs. He probably sees them as subhuman, right? Because they have no viewers. Yeah. That's why he only interacts with these Hollywood fucking streamers like Cutie, and he goes, my favorite streamer is Jason the Ween. And then you look at his view count, it's like, oh, okay, now I get it, huh? Maybe some of his viewers will come to my stream. Maybe I can.
That and I show speed. He stay on our show speed, bro. Begging him for a collab. Hey, man, I'm your biggest fan. Please come hang out with me. Nigga, I show speed looking at him like, the hell? Like, why do I want to hang out with you?
And maintain influence by grooming this 20-year-old. Moving on to the Gavin Newsom situation. Basically, the governor of California had an oopsie doopsie where he tried to be relatable to black people, and then called himself stupid and low IQ, and the implication is very racist, obviously. So here's the clip for context, and then we'll look at Hasan, obviously, defending the explicit racism.
Gavin Newsom thinks his 960 SAT makes him like black Americans. Now, let's listen to the clip and let's see if that's what he said.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy.
This doesn't really look good. I believe him. I do. I think, honestly, I think he might have cheated to get that high.
And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940.
This black dude that's in front of him is an idiot. I'd have had so many questions like, what is that supposed to mean? And I'm not Mr. like call something racist, but damn it. I'm telling you, that's like that governor that said black boys in the Bronx don't know what a computer means. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You making it seem like we live in like in a bad neighborhood in Brazil. Like what? He's saying like this is the Bronx in the 80s. Bronx in the 80s, like Afghanistan. But yeah, that made no damn sense. Or like how Biden said, "You not black if you don't vote for me." Or how about Hillary Clinton pulling out some damn hot sauce out her purse to make it seem like she's down with blackness? Like, there's a whole lot of things that these politicians, especially the ones that are Democrat, do and say that just show this weird kind of thing with like subvert racism. Is actually what that movie Get Out was trying to tell you about. They weren't saying all white people. They were saying like a lot of these liberals be racist as hell.
But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
Nigga, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, all right. So now what? Okay, got it.
Is
this what they call retard maxing? Honestly, this is kind of an inspiring story. He's like, guys, I'm retarded. No. You think? No, I'm really retarded. I can't read. And like, think about how many other people that are retarded are like,
are you moving closer to figuring out your own why and your own decision?
Listen, like, I can't read, and if I'm president, you won't be able to either. Nobody is gonna read anymore, bro. We're getting rid of this shit. It's fucking annoying. These words are annoying. Nobody likes books anyway. Let's just get rid of this shit.
So Gavin Newsom thinks that because he's a dumbass and scored less than 1,000 in the SAT that he can relate to the black experience. That's what he said to a room of black and brown people in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, just this past weekend. And this man said this with
I'm like you guys.
Face it, because he scored a 960 on the SAT. He was just like me. Well, Gavin, let me tell you something. I didn't score a 960 on the SAT. I scored a lot higher than that on the SAT. And
how you doing, FB? But yeah, he dead ass new scum, and that's facts. That was something crazy to say.
By the way, a lack of academic performance or the ability to excel within school doesn't make you black, but what it does...
Wait, so you're telling me that people that aren't black also get bad grades? No way.
Does do, if you think that does make you black, is that it makes you a racist, right? So it's so funny to me that the Democrats, while they no longer wear those white hooded robes that the KKK would run around,
maybe you can bring that back.
And as they terrorize black people, they still find a way to remind us in ways big and small that they did used to wear those robes. Apparently, Gavin Newsom's heart still wears that robe because he thinks that being a dumbass makes you black. Gavin, you are disgusting in every which way. And this moment, from this day, will haunt you for a time long.
Right. Okay. So regardless of what he actually meant and what his intention was, the clip just did not sound or look good. And I feel like this is a common thing among these politicians, right? They are so desperate to, seem relatable and down.
I think I pretty much said, I'm just like you, black people. I'm an idiot. He said, I can't read. I wouldn't know how to read a speech. Just like you, black people. Nigga, I can read, bro. I can read. I might stutter when I do it out loud. I can read
the earth and sort of get these voters under their wing, get these sort of groups and communities to vote for them, that they accidentally reveal their true hidden racism. And I don't know much about the guy at all, but just judging from that clip, he obviously doesn't think very highly of black people if he thinks that all their SAT scores are low. Now, I personally did actually take the SAT because, at the time you wanted to keep your options open when applying to like international universities. Now, I got like a 1480 and I was so triggered because every practice test I did, I got like 1580, like every single time. I did like a billion of them. And on the day, I had to like hold in like a shit. I couldn't even focus. Also, the exam room was noisy as hell. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do. It was the most annoying bullshit ever, especially in a test where you actually have to like focus and every like second counts or whatever. This is why I absolutely hate like standardized testing and everything depends on like one day, because what if you wake up sick? You can't think that well. What if you wake up and you just gotta skip the exam or something? It's just like, it's too much pressure for one day, right? But honestly, it worked out because honestly, if I got like a higher score, I would have probably gone to some shitty American university and gone in debt and become brainwashed and become some fucking loser Hasan fan, right? But instead, I became the creator of the legendary series, okay? And the greatest slop tuber to ever exist, ranked #1. Don't question that, obviously. So this goes to show life happens for a reason. Now I just get to achieve all my dreams. But in the moment, I was pretty annoyed about it. So, hey, blessing in disguise, all right? Anyway, sorry for the tangent, but let's look at Hasan finding a way to defend this guy that he actually hates, by the way. He doesn't even like this guy, but he's finding a way to defend him because it's all about the optics of like politics and stuff. Just keep in mind, if Asmongold said this, Hasan would be calling him racist every single...
Oh, he lost his mind. You'd have played that clip every day. All day, every day, actually. Like, you would have never not seen that clip. If that was Asmongold that said that, Hasan would have had a field day, bro. Hasan would have lost his mind.
Day of the week, which he already does pretty much.
Gavin Newsom is in Atlanta, Georgia, and he's speaking to a crowd as he's on his book tour, right? And the crowd is black. It's Atlanta, Georgia. Gavin Newsom, on his book tour, has been trying to convince people that he is just like you. Okay? He's just like you. He's an everyman. He's a regular guy. He got 960 on the SAT, For those of you who are tuning in from not America, that's a very low score, like a very low score. So he's talking about his upbringing and the trials and tribulations, and you know, he just keeps telling people in these masses, in these crowds, that he is stupid. I don't know how else to describe it. He literally just keeps saying, I'm dumb just like you. I'm a stupid guy just like you. Now, of course, I don't personally think that's like a very good approach to the issue at all. I don't know why he's trying to become relatable by being like, I'm a dumb guy, bro. I'm a dumb guy, bro. I'm really dumb just like you.
Okay, hold up. Before we even get to the shit, Hasan, you literally do the same shit. You're a multi-millionaire living in Hollywood, and you routinely go, I'm poor, guys. I'm just like you guys. I grew up broke. I only made $60,000 in college. You know, my parents were only paying for this shit only up until age 30. All right, look, I'm just like you. I'm totally broke, and I could only afford.
Yo, nah, that's dead ass Hasan though. That's dead ass Hasan. Yes, Hasan would do the same thing Gavin Newsom. I agree. He would go up there and say the same thing. That's facts.
One horse, just like the common man. Bro, literally pot calling the kettle black. You literally do this as well in order to appear like a fucking common man for the working class when you're obviously a hyper-capitalist grifter here. Right, so then Hasan just responds to that person who was actually calling out Gavin Newsom, and he just starts making fun of their hairline, and he just talks all the shit.
But of course, Sean Hannity and all these other guys are like, Gavin Newsom thinks a 960 SAT makes him like black Americans. Let that sink in. He said this over and over again. I think it just more so is an indication that he doesn't know how to make himself look like a normal human and not this like alien figure that was placed on God's green earth to one day become president. Okay? That's what I think. I think it's not like he wasn't like he wasn't trying to imply that like black people are stupid or you know, he wasn't trying to.
That's blatantly what you saying. You throwing a lot of like bell out there, Hasan. You should whole lot of bell out there.
Say specifically that black people are bad at the SATs or anything like that. He just thinks all Americans are stupid. He thinks all Americans are dumb. And there is that way. He's not totally wrong to think that.
And this man said this with a straight face because he scored a 960 on the SAT. He was just like me.
Oh, brother, shut the up. Nice bathroom is black. He said hairline opinion discarded. I didn't say it. I'm highlighting. I'm giving room to black.
What? I didn't say it. I just highlighted it out of thousands of messages in chat. This nigga here. If you gonna roast somebody, just roast him.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Voices. I'm listening to black voices. Nice bathroom is black. He's the one who said hairline opinion discarded. I didn't even notice it. I didn't even realize he was black. I'm colorblind.
Okay, can somebody explain to me how Hasan keeps talking about people's hairline? Even with Asmongold, he keeps calling him bald or whatever. Buddy, don't you take a bunch of chemicals? Like, you've admitted this, right? So, like, why do you always bring this up? I mean, he always does this. He's so proud and happy about his hair while also admitting he's super insecure about his hairline. I just don't understand this. Because this is literally like Misgift trying to fight with me. Like, oh, you're so small. You have no muscle.
You're wearing the same kind of tank top that Tectum fucking does every single day. When you have no muscle.
For the last time, Mr. Demon Time, you take fucking steroids, bro. You cheated and you...
Yo, Haitians randomly start calling him Misgift. But facts, though. I agree with Pegasus. That's facts. Misgift need to shut his ass up. I don't know what's up with these streamers acting like they tough. I'm actually tough and I don't act like I'm tough. So I don't know.
You still look like a fat Goomba. You punch holes in the wall
crazy.
in roid rage. Your dick doesn't work. I just don't understand how you could possibly attempt to even criticize me in any capacity. Like, these people inject chemicals into their bodies and they go, well, I'm actually cooler than you. Like, how do you have the audacity to talk shit at all at that point? I would just shut the fuck up and never open my mouth. It's just embarrassing. So then he responds to the guy criticizing Gavin for being racist, and he puts up another one of his like accents. And tell me this shit's not racist, bro.
Hooded robes that the KKK would run around in as they terrorize black people.
Brother!
They still find a way to remind us. And
Bro. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Yo, who is this for, dude? Who is this for? I mean, I know who this is for. This is for the white Republicans. Yeah, that's right, brother. They are the Klansmen. But also, even though I'm currently a Klansman, I think they're the real Klansmen.
That's pretty racist. That is pretty. That's a damn racist accent he doing. Why would what? What the hell?
Klansman. I might now listen. This articulate, urban style individual that I would definitely lock my door around is a bright young feller. Okay? Let me tell you, this is one of them good ones. Like, that's the audience for this commentary. Okay? Straight up. The audience for this commentary is that guy who has never, ever been, who has never felt safe around black people.
did used to wear those robes. Apparently, Gavin Newsom's heart still wears that robe because he thinks that being a...
You work for the white grib, shut the fuck up, clown. You lucky Twitch is censoring us black shadows in here, or we would really be roasting his ass. Yeah, I mean, you can't because Twitch will ban you for saying certain things.
Makes you black. Gavin, you are disgusting in every which way. And this moment from this day will haunt you for a time long to come.
No, it won't. No, it won't. It will 100% not. No.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to say like definitively that's racist, but like, come on, bro. Like, he's really treading the line here. You're basically calling this guy a token black guy, right? That's what he's doing here. He's just saying, oh, you're only doing this to appeal to racist white Americans, right? And that's why he's talking in that sort of accent there. I mean, he's really just getting super bold with this shit, because imagine you did this about another group of people. I don't know. It's just weird. And you know what I find interesting is that every single time when it involves like a minority group or something, or anyone that's not white, basically, right? Hasan cannot fathom that anybody in these groups could ever have a different opinion than him, right? You have to have the approved opinion. Hasan will diagnose you with this. Oh, if you're black, you must think like this. Oh, if you're brown, you must think like this. Like, shut the fuck up, Hasan.
100%. I know there's a lot of woke people do that. I've been told that so many times, bro. That's why I don't have his side. That's one of the main reasons I have a side. Tired of people telling me what I need to be voting for or what side I should be on based on, I guess, characteristics about myself.
People are allowed to have their own opinions without being accused of being like a race betrayer or like an Uncle Tom or whatever the hell you're implying here. And the ironic thing is, this guy is literally calling out racism, right? He was responding to a politician who basically called him fucking stupid. Now, usually Hasan would be jumping at this going, you go king, you go queen, right? But because it's some partisan politics nonsense and he wants to dump on the right wingers or the Republicans, he can't even accept the actual truth of what happened. Never ask Hasan his opinion on black people. Worst mistake of my life.
Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this fucking chat? Suck my fucking cock. Black people care about the border. I don't give a fuck what black people care about.
And then he keeps going with his bullshit. He calls out Nicki Minaj for even calling this out.
When you've lost Nicki Minaj, says a Fox News commentator, his way of bonding with black people is to tell him how stupid he is and that he can't read. This means my first read on him was correct. He's been handed so many things. Oh my God. Oh God. I hope this is a moment of recognition for a lot of liberals who cynically deploy this kind of identity politics against people like us, because it's fucking bullshit. And you know you're doing bullshit. They're doing it to you now. They're doing it to your guy. So I hope this is a moment of fucking self-awareness. Okay? It won't be. I know it won't be. But it's fucking annoying. Do you want to know the craziest part of this footage that will haunt him forever? He's literally slowing his speech down and talking in sporadic cadence. He's not just telling them that they're all probably stupid and probably can't read. He's literally slowing down his speech to make them understand the words that are coming out of his mouth as if they're children. That means he literally believes they're slow. He's not just saying it. He didn't misspeak. He believes it. Do you love it? Do you just love it, black people? Also, them. Nicki Minaj is black. Why is she using them when talking about black people? Like all the black people, not just the black people in that room, but just like black people in general, right?
I mean, what does that even mean? So she's talking about people in that room, and that's why she said them, right? That's basic English, okay? You can talk about other people, even if they are your own race, and you can call them them. That's just basic English. Like, so again, let me just explain. Let me translate the Hasanetics here, right? He's implying that she thinks that she's not black, and she's trying to pretend that she's white, and she's saying, oh, all these other black people, right? That's the implication here. It's pretty obvious that's what Hasan is going for here. He's so cooked in the head, bro. He's actually so cooked in the head. He's basically saying, oh, black people are not allowed to have a different opinion, right? And just leave it to Hasan to defend racist statements like this. Now click this video or I chop up some onions.
What? What would that do to me? The hell? Chop up some onions if you want to. What you about to cook? You about to make some cheeseburgers? Chop them up thin. I don't like chunky ass onion slices, nigga. Maybe I'm crazy. I've never been a fan of that. I don't like that. Slice them joints thin. I like my onions to be soggy. Not soggy, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't like them crunchy. Want them like loose. Pause. Anyway, I'm really sitting here talking about what he about to cook. I don't know. Again, like, if you want to chop some damn onions, chop some onions. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't. Like, if you making burgers, it's like, can I get a burger, nigga? Like, joking, or am I? Right? It's all jokes till I show up to your barbecue. But anyway, tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype button.